Hey everyone, I'm Luke Ferland, technology education and computer science teacher at the Bridgehampton School. I want to introduce to you the first ever Bridgehampton School TV podcast. This podcast came out of the coronavirus stay-at-home order where we are all learning and educating from home. This podcast is truly making the best of an unfortunate situation. I want to thank you for stopping by and checking it out and hope you come back in the future. If you have comments or suggestions, or you know someone who would be a great guest on the podcast, please feel free to email me. My email address can be found on the school's website. I hope you all have a great day, stay safe, and enjoy this podcast.
Hello everyone, I'm Ayani Il and I would like to welcome you all back to the Bridgehampton School TV channel. Now you may be wondering why you can't see anyone. Well, that would be because this is our first ever episode of the Bridgehampton School podcast. As I'm sure you all know, there has been a stay-at-home order mandated by the government, so all schools have been closed until further notice. With that order in effect and us practicing social distancing, we decided we would still love to put out content from home, so we bring to you our first episode of the Bridgehampton School podcast. But now that I'm done chatting, I'm going to send you all over to Jimmy with the first interview.
Hi, this is Jimmy Gazda. This is my entrance for the first Bridgehampton School TV podcast. The theme this week is, in an interview style, ask somebody what they are most looking forward to when the stay-at-home order is released. Today I'm with my mom, and I'm going to be asking her the question. All right, Mom, what are you most looking forward to when the stay-at-home order is no longer required?
Well, I'd like to go back to Grandma and Grandpa's house and give them a hug. We've been staying away because they're very elderly. I can only talk to her through the window. A friend of mine recently lost her mother. She had been really sick and in hospice, but I'd like to be able to go over to Kelly's house and give her a hug and tell her that I'm sorry. On a more selfish note, I would really love to go to Kevin Maple's salon and have my roots done and my hair cut, and then go to La Parmesan and have a slice of pizza. And someday, and I don't know, in the way future, I might feel comfortable going back into a movie theater. What else? I don't know. So many things. I just like life to go back to normal, but this is the new normal now. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Mom.
Sure.
Hi, Uma.
Hi, Grace. What's up?
Nothing much. Stuck in quarantine still. What about you?
Yep, same. It's pretty boring, but it's nice to have somewhere to go and just to relax for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel ya.
So, what's your favorite show to watch now that we're in quarantine?
I've been binging X-Files now that it's on Hulu. I'm obsessed with it.
Cool. What is it about?
Everything paranormal.
Wow.
What have you
That's
been
a lot
watching?
of stuff. I've been watching Glee. I haven't been watching it too lately, but I think it has to be my favorite show to watch. Yeah, and it's on Netflix if you want to watch it.
I love Glee.
Really? You've watched it?
I've seen the first few seasons. I have to admit I gave up after a bit, but I have all the soundtracks.
Yeah, it's very long, but a good show overall, I think.
Yeah, the music's great.
Oh my gosh, the music's so... honestly, some of the songs are better than the originals.
Definitely.
So, what is your favorite song?
Probably Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. I'm not sure if they covered that on Glee or not.
I don't think they did. But I think they covered my favorite song, which would have to be Yesterday by, the Beatles.
I remember that
Beatles
episode.
does. Like, everything the Beatles does is honestly my favorite song.
Yeah, that was a really great cover they did.
Yeah. You know what was I think the best cover in that show, or one of the best covers, honestly, was Jesse St. James' cover of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm. I love that one,
That was
too.
a really good scene. Yeah, that was a really good song in that scene. Everything was really good for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your favorite city?
It's got to be Boston. I'm going to be really upset that I can't go this summer.
Oh, you were going this summer?
Yeah, we go every summer.
What are you going to do?
Well, usually we just go for the weekend. We walk around a bit, maybe see a show, take a ferry boat ride.
Cool. Love to go one day.
Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite city?
I think I have two favorite cities, honestly. Washington, D.C. and New York City. I haven't been a lot to either of them, but I think the amount of history in those two cities and the amount of growth into modern day is just so interesting to see the memorials, to see museums, just to see all the stuff that they have to offer. The cities are jam packed with entertaining shows and experiences that I really love.
You've been to DC, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been once actually. With my 8th grade class, we got to see a bunch of stuff. I'm sad that you weren't there because you're in my 8th grade, but you didn't go. But it was honestly amazing, and I'm so sorry for all the 8th graders that couldn't go this year, and hope that they could go one day because it's a really good experience.
Yeah. Well, what are you most looking forward to doing once quarantine's over?
I have to say, I'm most looking forward to going to the two cities. I mean, I haven't been to either of them that many times, as I said, so I'm really looking forward to being more able to go to these two places, especially DC, where I've only been once 2 years ago. So being able to see everything now and being able to go to the city now, I think would just be amazing, and especially because I'm looking to go to college there. So I would really like to go tour colleges in DC and New York City when quarantine is lifted. How about you?
I'd probably like to travel too. I'd like to go to Disney World once quarantine's lifted.
Really? Have you ever been?
I've been a few times, but we were supposed to go over spring break, and I was really bummed out we had to cancel the trip.
Oh, what were you going to do?
I'd probably spend most of the time in Hollywood Studios. That's my favorite park.
Really? What's your favorite attraction there?
It was the Great Movie Ride, but they took that out a couple years ago, so I don't really know what's there anymore.
Was there anything you were interested in seeing there?
Yeah, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge looked really cool. I've been to the one out in California, so I was really excited to go to the one at Disney World.
Oh, that's so cool. So, what else? Is there anything else you want to do in Disney World?
That's pretty much it. I don't like the roller coasters that much.
Well, it was great talking to you.
You too. Stay home and stay safe.
Yes, stay safe. And thank you if anyone else is listening, and stay inside.
Yep, stay inside, guys.
Stay inside, keep us safe. Okay, bye, Grace.
Bye, Uma.
Hi everyone, I'm here in quarantine, as everyone should be, with my older sister waiting to hear what she is looking forward to most when the stay-at-home order is lifted. But while she's thinking of her answers to that question, I'm going to be asking her a lightning round of icebreaker questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
What are your top 3 favorite fries?
That's a difficult question because fries are my favorite thing in the world. Crinkle cut, sweet potato, and little smiley ones.
I like the smiley ones too. My favorite are curly fries. Okay, do you prefer long socks or short socks?
I love both long and short socks equally because I love socks. They're both very good for different purposes. I prefer long socks when I'm working out or when it's cold out. Socks are often a staple of my outfit, very colorful. Add a little
Little spice.
pizzazz. Yeah.
Makes sense. My favorite are long, because I like doing that whole fence. Yeah, pull them all the way up with the fancy pattern. Okay. And then what has been your favorite class since you graduated high school and now you're in college?
College is hard. But my favorite class in college so far, for both semesters, has probably been English because both of my professors have been really, really smart and really funny, and they just have had good ways of teaching that actually helped me absorb information and think of alternate perspectives and stuff. So yeah, and I like English anyway. So yeah, English.
That's pretty good. My favorite subject in high school currently are English and obviously global. It's a good one. Okay, so now we are back to the main question. What are you most excited for once the stay-at-home order is lifted?
Mostly to get back on a normal schedule and to do the things that I was doing previously and seeing the people that I wanted to see at work and in my personal life and stuff, and just being on a better sleep schedule mostly because it's been a little tragic.
Yeah, no, I definitely felt that one. Okay, so definitely not prepared for this question because this is a new one, but what is one positive thing that you've gotten from being in this quarantine so far?
Working out. I literally work out with you, 5 times a week, so more than I was before since I'm not doing any sports because I'm not in high school anymore. I have time to work out. Keeps me productive and whatnot.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, thank you very much for your time, madam.
You're welcome.
Today we're here with
Santi.
All right, Santi, what have you been doing to stay occupied while you've been home?
I've usually been doing work, and on the weekends I've been playing my Xbox.
How is school going? Has it been hard or easy for you?
Boring and I guess easy, yeah.
What do you plan on doing when the stay-at-home order is lifted?
Play outside usually, ride my bike a lot, and probably go to the beach.
All right, thank you, Santi.
Good morning, listeners, followers, and Patreons. Welcome back to The Scramble with Nick Saunders. If you're a first-time listener, I'm excited that you are joining us for today's conversation with the newly hired horticulture assistant and varsity basketball assistant coach Maxwell Spooner. Mr. Spooner, how are you doing today?
Hey, Nick. Hello to all the Scram fam listeners today. I'm a big fan of your podcast and have been looking forward to coming on your show. I'm doing well and have been really enjoying this beautiful weather over the past few days, although today's kind of gloomy.
Oh, enjoying the weather? How? What have you been up to?
Well, over the past weekend, I did a lot of outdoor work. I planted a veggie garden, fertilized my lawn, painted the fence black, some other stuff too.
Well, that sounds awfully boring.
For me, it's not that boring. I actually enjoy working outside. It can be truly relaxing.
That is not something I'd be interested in. But moving on, what are your favorite restaurants you have been getting takeout from?
I have been getting takeout from quite a few different spots, actually. But where I've been ordering from most lately is Yamaku in Bridgehampton town. Their sushi selection is always the freshest out here, and I've been friends with the family my whole life, so they hook it up pretty good.
Looks like I'll be ordering from there sooner than later.
You really should. The spicy tuna has been really on point.
On a different topic, what music have you been listening to lately?
Well, my fiance really loves the new Drake project, and I've been really still just listening to the Lil Baby album. The deluxe edition just released over the past weekend, and he has a new song about quarantine. It's pretty good.
How do you think coaching the team next year in the new gym is going to go?
I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to get in the gym with the squad and get back to work. Having more than 2 baskets will allow for some skill training, while others are working on other drills. I know you love corner threes, so that'll be a nice spot to really sharpen your shooting mechanics.
Please don't tell me that we have to do lines and stairs still.
Oh, you know it. More floor space means more running. I'm joking, but I'm also not the head coach, so that's something you got to ask Ron.
I'm going to tell all my friends on the team about this new information.
I hope that we'll have actually more numbers next year. Maybe some New York kids will end up staying through the school year and attending BH.
That would be cool, but I better be starting.
Well, you better be putting in that off-season work.
Speaking of off-season, what are you looking forward to doing the most when the stay-at-home order is lifted?
That's actually a great question. I really can't wait to play some pickup basketball again, but I really don't know when that will be possible. I guess a haircut is the thing I'm looking forward to the most, that as well as eating at local restaurants like Candy Kitchen and Pierre's.
Yum, I can't wait for some Pierre's, and a haircut is really needed. I got a serious mop on my head.
Well, I can give you a buzz if you want, maybe a nice little side taper.
No. I'm okay, but unfortunately that's all the time we have for today. Shout out to the Scram fam, and thanks to everyone for joining. Have a great weekend and stay safe out there.
Wow, those were some really good interviews. We had Jimmy and his mom, Uma and Grace, Nick and Mr. Spooner, and my sister and I. Personally, I had a lot of fun with these interviews, and I can't wait to continue making these for you all. I hope everyone is being safe and staying healthy for the sake of themselves and everyone else at home. That being said, on behalf of the Bridgehampton School TV team, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Bridgehampton School Podcast. I'm Ayana Eel, and we'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, it's Luke Ferland again. I want to thank you all for sticking around and listening to the entire episode. I want to thank my students and those they interviewed for their hard work too. The coronavirus is something that has affected almost every country in the world currently. And I want to thank my students for meeting and exceeding the challenges while we learn and educate from home. I hope you all enjoyed the first episode of the Bridgehampton School TV Podcast, which was born out of opportunity and making the best of a bad situation. I hope you all stay safe, and I hope you come back for future episodes. Thanks again.